Hello. So, one aspect of Japanese culture that I find very interesting is how they view tipping. So, in America, tips are expected in a lot of places. It'd be very rude not to tip. If you went to a restaurant and paid your bill and walked out, it'd be very rude. It's implying either you're being a cheapskate or you're implying that the server did something really wrong, or you're offended. America is one of the biggest tippers in the world, but there are many other countries that tip to some amount, and whether or not it's expected, but it is polite or friendly. Like in the UK, if you tip your pub and say, leave a little bit of cash behind, um, and say, hey, have one for yourself, the barkeep will keep that as a tip, and it's just a way of showing a little extra gratitude. Turkey, Italy, Vietnam, these are all places that have some regular amount of tipping, though not to the level of America. In Japan, um, you really don't tip for most things. In fact, a lot of the times it can be viewed as rude. So in Japan, they take a lot of pride in their work, and when you tip someone, it's almost like saying, "Hey, you're not doing good enough work where your boss should, be paying you enough. You're not getting sufficient enough pay, so I need to chip in and give you money." And I thought that was a really interesting view on it because in America, tipping does subsidize like people's wages, of course. Like, servers can make could be paid hourly less than like the legal minimum because they're expected to have tips supplementing it. Um, but in Japan, that kind of thought is rude. It's like not putting value in someone's work. Um, I thought that was interesting. In America, I don't like having to tip for everything, um, especially when there's taxes already not included in the price. So the thought of tipping is a little bit appealing or the thought of not tipping in Japan is a little bit extra appealing. Um, but I thought the way that they even, not only is it, not required like a lot of other nations, but the fact that it can be viewed as rude, I thought was really interesting. So let me know your thoughts on that. Obviously it's not something where you should say like, oh yeah, they shouldn't view it. It's like money, take it and be happy. I don't expect anything like that, but um, do you do you think that America should be more like that, where tipping is not required, and um, should it be viewed as rude in America, or what are your thoughts on that? All right, thank you.